everybody. This is Friday Night Chats with Kevin
and Kelly, and we are here tonight to talk to you. We are 3/4 of the way through April, so we're coming up on the last week of April, and then what happens?
May. And May is not a great month for you teachers out there, and for the husbands of teachers.
Well, I don't know about all teachers, but this particular teacher, we'll talk about it a little bit later.
I'm pretty sure it's every teacher, because I can see the stress level. I mean, you see it on the stress on Facebook with your teacher friends, because I'm friends with a lot of her teacher associates, and a couple of my friends are teachers, and May sucks for everybody in the educational world. It just does. So when all the end of the year stuff is happening all at one time, you got all the prep for, whatever's happening at the end of the year. You got all the testing that's got to be done. And then all the final, is this kid going forward, and where is he going, and how are you going to prep him for what, and all of that stuff. And you get super stressed out. And so.
You covered that pretty well.
I did.
Yeah, I know.
Because I see it. I'm not firsthand, but.
It actually started for me when I was in college. May was like crunch time because I wasn't the best student.
Yeah.
No. I was skate by, just getting away with bare minimum. That's the kind of student I was. And I have those students now, and it drives me nuts. So I apologize to my younger self. But the deadlines and finals and all that kind of stuff come up in May. And I thought when I graduated from college, I finally get May back. And then I don't know why I never connected that teachers go through the same thing.
Yeah.
It's, final testing of the year, decisions about the next school year, grade level placements, allocations. Are you moving grade levels, moving schools, changing rooms? What do we have to order for next year? Parents that are panicking now because it's almost time for the year to be over and they didn't attend or talk to you the whole year. So it's just, all of that.
Last year was bad because it was, during the height of COVID.
Last year was not bad because it was during COVID and we were shut down, and it was like.
I remember the worst year was when you were the last year of third grade that you did.
That's because SOLs.
Yeah.
To get out of that grade level, things get better. But like.
Now you were almost ready to quit that year.
Yeah, but look, it's the third week in April, and I am done with my end of year math testing already. And next week start my end of year reading testing, if that's what you want to call it, for little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just great report cards, which we do every quarter. So,
there we go.
The decisions about retention and all of that. But, May.
It's May.
High stress time, but we get paid off at the end of June.
There you go.
June is more fun because by then all the decisions have been made. You pretty much know what's going on, and you're like 2 weeks away from summer. So you can skate. We can have more fun with the kids. Curriculum's a little bit more, laid back. Testing's done. So, and then you're on vacation for a while. So it's good.
Yeah.
But anyway. Our week in review. We didn't have an exciting week, but we have a few things.
I was pretty excited about it. My wife is awesome, and she decided that I needed a new grill, which I did. We used to have I love the grill I had. My mama bought it for me, but the problem is I always liked the charcoal, and she got me one that was charcoal and propane, which I loved. The problem with it is that you basically had half the size. Like the one size was not big. So if you were doing a lot of food, you'd have to do both. Well, apparently we are the only people in the house that like charcoal cooking.
Yeah, a few other people in the house just don't like things cooked on charcoal. So we were really only using one side of the grill.
Right. So finally just, I was getting to a point where I was going to need to spend some money on the grill because I just didn't have any place on the gas side that was constant heat. It was all, after a while with any grill, you get hot spots, and the hot spots were getting smaller and smaller. So I would have to go through, gut it out, and put in new piping and all this other stuff.
So let's just buy a whole new one.
Let's just buy a whole new one. And she bought me one that we spent a little money on.
Well, this was funny because I said to you, look around at grills. Like, I don't know. I don't do the grilling. So
yeah.
I said, tell me what you find. And he sent me 2 grills, and both of them were like 5 burner grills, and one was $250 and one was $400.
Mm-hmm.
And
the $400 one was on QVC, which they were doing five payments.
The $400 one was at Home Depot.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So anyway, we get talking about it, and we're like looking. So I don't know. We'll go with the more expensive one, the 5 burner one. And then when I went to buy it online, I saw a 6 burner one that had a rotisserie kit attachment.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we can rotisserie.
Funny thing about that,
tenderloin and like chickens and a turkey. We can rotisserie anything, but it was $500.
Yeah.
And I just decided it was Husband Appreciation Day, and my husband was going to get himself a new grill. Mm-hmm.
And I love it.
Yeah.
And took a little video of it after we got it all together, and so we're gonna. I guess we'll show. I'll
edit it in.
Yeah. So we'll show that right now. Hey everybody, this is Kevin, and I'm going to show you my new grill. And here we are. Look at this bad boy. Look at that. Now, we could have had it put together by the good folks at the Home Depot, but we decided that we could do it. And we did. Look at that. Look, 6 little burners. It's got a thing, we can put a rotisserie on it. We didn't attach that or anything. That's it's like a separate kit. And it's got a sear burner. Yep. All this was given to me and helped put together by my lovely wife.
I read the directions.
That's right. Couldn't have done it without her. Thank you, baby. I love my new grill.
I'm glad.
All right. And we're back.
Swipe.
Yeah, swipe. And we're back, and so that's my grill. And I saw a video on YouTube that the guy put that grill together without they didn't have the attachment for the
rotisserie.
Rotisserie. They did it in 15 minutes, and I watched 5 minutes of that video. I was like, "There's no way in hell."
Okay, but
that guy was moving.
But here's the thing: the video was 15 minutes, probably highly edited.
No, I mean, it was just...
It was a continuous video of him putting the grill together, and he did it in 15.
Yeah, the guy had to have been on cocaine because he was just moving. Fat boy don't move like that. There's no, and
we decided to put it together ourselves because we don't have a truck or anything that could... Home Depot would have put it together for us for free.
Home Depot is awesome, by the way. We'll put them in shout outs later. But yeah, Home Depot would put it together for you. You just have to come pick it up.
And we don't have a vehicle that we could pick up a grill that's put together. So we're going to put it together. We're smart people.
Yeah.
And we are. But it took us way longer than 15 minutes. Yeah. It took us 4 days.
Well, now, in our defense, it wasn't all together. Because there was a rain day, and then there was a day where, screw this, we worked all day.
We started putting it together on an evening when we probably shouldn't have started that day. And it just started getting dark, and we were like, and cold. Mm-hmm. So we're like, just cover it. We'll put all the other stuff in the garage. And then the next day it rained, and then the next day it rained. And then we were out it was freezing cold out there finishing it.
Yeah. But we got it all together, and it works.
Pretty, and it's shiny.
It's very nice.
Did you go? You didn't cover it yet. I got it covered. Oh, you covered it.
I did cover it. She got me a new cover. And today I went and splurged and got new spatula set. It was spatula, tongs.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say thongs.
Yeah.
He's going to grill in thongs.
Yeah. People will love that video. That video is coming up right now. No, I'm kidding.
It's not.
Anyway.
We're going to roast some wieners.
We'll lose so many viewers that way. Jackie will even shut it down. I don't want to see Fat Boy's crack with his thong on. That's crazy. Anyway, I got the accessory set.
And Mom bought you a brush?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you still have your other brush?
I still have my other
brush.
Your
non-bristly brush.
Yeah. Apparently, I've learned that if you use bristle brushes, and I see this, and I've seen stuff, bristles in my food, that the bristles will break off.
Don't do it.
So get ones that are either coiled or...
Kevin has one that it's like
Is it canvas?
Chamois cloth or canvas, whatever, canvas, and you get it wet and you just wipe it.
It's got a sponge inside of it. It's got a Grill Master, I think it is. It's a good product.
That one works good. We need to get you a new one of those too.
I gotta get a new head. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, and a cover, and so now our back deck is popping.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be popping because we're also putting a new lining on the pool.
Yep.
So we had a discussion. We have an above ground pool in our backyard. Mm-hmm. So you go out our back door onto a deck, and then you have steps that go up to the above ground pool. It's really pretty. But the pool we've had before I know you. So it's going on 19, 20 years probably.
That's what your mom said, yeah.
And we've never replaced, we replaced the pump and all of that kind of stuff numerous times, but like the liner. So we got to talking last night and Dad was like, well, we'll either decide to replace the liner or just get rid of the pool. And we don't use the pool a ton, but when we do use it, we really enjoy it. So
plus the yard wouldn't look right without it.
We decided,
not unless we rebuild the whole deck, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're just going to, Mom already today bought a new liner, everything that was needed, got the guy. As soon as the liner comes in, we're going to call the guy to come over. So the pool is going to be so nice because that other liner was faded and it was just.
Yeah. It's had its day.
It's going to be nice.
Little holes in it that are.
Those little roots at the bottom, you're not going to feel those anymore. It's
because they're going to put padding down. Yeah.
I know, it's going to be great. So once that's done, we've got our propane fire pit. Mm-hmm. And we've got now this new grill, and we'll have a new pool line, basically a new pool. The backyard's going to be awesome. And you only work until 4:30 every day. Mm-hmm. So we will be able to get into the pool in the evenings.
That's
It's
right.
going to be so good.
That's right.
I'm excited. That's why June is good.
June is good.
Yeah.
And then my birthday's in June too. So
that's true.
That's coming. That episode's going to be awesome. The
other big new purchase that we talked a little bit about it, I think last week is
we did.
I bought, we bought, I should say, a semi-recumbent exercise bike.
Mm-hmm. No reason for that.
we decided to put it in our living room. Mm-hmm. And I have been on it. I haven't been on today, but I will be 100% honest that I was so tired today coming home from work. I actually fell asleep in the chair for like 45 minutes, just mentally exhausted more than physically exhausted. Yeah. But anyway, I have been on the bike and have pedaled myself a half marathon already. So I'm averaging 3 miles a day. Mm-hmm. The last one I did though, I think I started off slower and I was on for longer and I did 4 miles. And that actually felt better than doing like the 3 miles hardcore the whole time. So I think my goal is going to be to try to keep with the 4 miles.
Okay, I'm down with that.
At first I was like, I'll start with 3 and then I'll go to 3.5 for a couple weeks and then I'll build up to 4. But once I did 4, I was like, well, I can do 4,
That's like it was when we were working out the first time, when we were going to Planet Fitness. Before you had your gallbladder problems, sick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were both of us were improving a lot every week. We'd be hitting new.
I loved the what was the name of that machine that I would get on there?
Oh, it was like a stepper, but it wasn't.
It's not a stepper. Arctic Glide or something like that. Yeah, I loved that machine.
Yeah.
One time I was on this machine and like struggling through it just because I'm just not a workout person, never have been, but we were in the gym and there was this woman next to me on hers doing backflips on it and stuff. It was so irritating. Jumping high and low and I was like, oh my God, like lady. And then she got off. She's like, keep going. You're doing so good. And I'm honestly one of those types of people that's like.
You throat puncher, didn't you?
That does not motivate me.
Yeah.
Like someone there, rah, rah, cheering. It really has the opposite effect on me because it's like, I want to hide in the corner and do my exercise where nobody can see me. Yeah. And I might toot my own horn every now and then, like, hey, I was on the bike, whatever. But I'm really not. We had this talk because I don't want it to seem like we're putting this out here. Like, oh, look at all this great healthy stuff we're doing. For me, it's more accountability for me.
Yeah.
Because I learned this lesson that instead of hiding things, if I talk to people about them, then I figure out ways to solve them. Yeah. So I've come to that with health problems where I used to keep everything. I would never share anything with anybody. And then I realized, well, that's stupid because like other people are going through the same things and you could learn from what other people are going through.
Plus you married the most open person ever.
Yeah. So like when we talk about it, I feel like if there's anyone out there in the same situation as me, being like obese and having lived that life, like this isn't a new thing for me. Yeah. Like I've been obese my entire life. And who's struggling to be more mobile and like get in some exercise when you really hate it. Mm-hmm. It is not easy. No, it's not. And I don't succeed more than I do succeed. So, and
we're not doing it for the accolades. I mean, we talk about it, but we're not trying to get you folks to tell us, oh, you guys are doing great. No. And we appreciate that, but it's not why we do it. I mean, we need to get healthier. We're not healthy people.
Yeah.
We're not, people that move around. We're not going to come out here one day and I'm going to lift up my shirt and there's abs. That's never
unless I draw them on there.
Yeah. Even then, we don't have a Sharpie with enough ink in it for that shit.
But getting on the bike, and I mean, I hate sweating. I hate everything about it. But afterwards, it does.
Yeah.
I do feel like, I actually accomplished. I didn't think I could do it. And I did. Yeah. So, but honestly, the bigger thing for me than getting on the bike. What are you doing? Oh, our special guest.
It's a chili shot.
See ya.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Oh, she loves her daddy. Mm-hmm. She loves her daddy so much.
Okay. You slept the back of my hair.
Yes, she does. Hi, sweetie. Mm-hmm. You are such a good girl.
Yeah.
For me, the bigger thing than even the exercise, which is huge, but I have stopped Starbucks, which I really didn't think I'd ever be able to give that up because Starbucks is, and food is an addiction for me. It really is. And so she's got some, it got to the point with Starbucks where I would leave work and I'd be like, I just deserve some Starbucks. And Kevin, you need to be in this shot. Leave the doggy alone.
I got the thing out away from me.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
She has to interfere every week. Just pulling up to the drive-through window and smelling the coffee was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And right on the cup, it just says that first sip feeling, and it really is that. And I've just stopped cold turkey on that. Now I did go to Starbucks today, but I got tea with no sugar in it. A little bit of lemonade.
Really? Mm-hmm. No sugar at all?
Had no sugar added into it.
Nice.
I will tell you, I did not enjoy it very much, but they say you get used to that stuff.
You can try it. Okay, come on. You really want to.
She wants to be on camera tonight.
Okay. You could try like some of the other sweeteners. Like I like Splenda. Some people like the sweet and low, but
I would rather get used to unsweetened than artificial sweetened. Yeah, and I know with a little lemonade in it or a little lemon, I can get used to that.
Okay.
But I was so thirsty when I left work today; it was like crazy. So anyway, we're working on that. We've cut out fast food. Well, I should say we've cut it out. We haven't gone to fast food since we started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we would do fast food breakfast almost every day.
Yeah.
So we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing Starbucks anymore. We're being more careful about what we eat and don't eat. And we haven't really fallen off. Well, I did have an ice cream cone one night.
Yeah. But,
like I said, I'm not a perfect person and I'm going to mess up more than I do.
From time to time, it's not going to kill anybody.
I have to go get blood drawn. I'm thinking about going. I should go tomorrow, but I might go super early on Monday. I just want to get on the scale and see 1 pound gone. That's all. Just one. That would be so good.
Yeah, we're going to keep going after that. Though.
Yeah. So really, that's kind of all our week has been about.
Yeah, really.
For me at work, it's been a little bit mentally stressful because my TA's been out all week and just that has added a layer. You don't realize, well, I always realize how much she does for me. I don't want to say that, but it's hard to adjust when like one of the two people who does the everyday jobs isn't there. So that's been a little tough. And I hit a wall at 1:30 today where I was like, it physically hurt. Like, I just don't think I can teach anymore. But I did. I powered through. I did it.
She's listening to mommy. She loves mommy.
So anyway, I don't know what's coming up for this last week in April. Probably just more of the same. We're going to have our inaugural grill with some friends on Saturday.
Yeah. And
have them over for some cards, which is going to be fun. We haven't played cards in a very long time. And so that'll be good.
I meant to tell you, Mike is insisting that he's going to cook some Kraft mac and cheese tomorrow night. Like, come on, Mike.
He can cook his own Kraft mac and cheese. That doesn't mean I have to eat it.
There you go.
I am having a salad and corn, which isn't the best vegetable, but it's,
It's tasty.
Yeah. You don't eat too much of it. It's not. We're not having potatoes. Yeah. We cut out the potatoes.
Yeah, the potato would have much more starch in it.
And I'm going to make a sugar-free. I didn't even tell you this. I should probably tell you because you got to go to the store.
That's my lot. I go to the store. I'm
going to send them across the street.
Across the street. I forgot to get the raisin bran, so I got to go.
You did again for like the third time. Yeah, I'm going to make a sugar-free Jell-O pudding pie.
Whoa.
The chocolate pie, sugar-free.
All right, I'm down with that. 100%.
So I'm going to do that. You can cut out dessert. Who cuts out dessert? But we'll just make it less sugar.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that's our week.
That's
super exciting. Our dog is here. Like, I just want to be with my people.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be with my people. She is so spoiled.
She just was, Daddy, pick me up.
She's a good girl. She's gotten into this routine. She's a very routine-oriented little doggy.
Yeah.
And now Kevin gets up in the morning. She stays because she sleeps under the covers, under the quilt and under the sheets at my feet all night. And she's decided she doesn't want to get up early anymore. She's getting old. And she almost 4. She can fall asleep while we're sitting here. So she'll stay in bed. And then when I get up, she even won't get up. But I'll get up and go to the bathroom. When I come back in, she's got her head peeking out. And then as soon as she sees me, she rolls over so that I can scruff her belly. Then she'll get down and she'll go sit with Kevin under the blanket.
Yeah.
And then when Kevin gets up to go to work, then she gets back in the chair and he puts the blanket on top of her like a princess. And she stays with the blanket until Grandma and Grandpa get up.
Well, you don't know this, but then usually she'll wait for me to be gone for a few minutes, and then she'll get up and she'll bang at the door.
She'll come in here and lay with you.
And then she'll lay on her bed because Mom and Dad don't get up until almost noon sometimes.
Yeah, well, not that late.
Sometimes
10:30 or so.
Yeah.
But she'll stay out here with you because she loves you. She doesn't want to be alone.
I know.
Why would you want to be alone when you don't have to be, right, Tilly?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're being very good. So our shout outs this week. You have a shout out and I have a shout out.
I'm going to do Jackie Kitchen because she comments on all of our stuff. She had a new hip. And I told her on Facebook I was going to give her a hip hop shout out. So
a hip hip hooray.
Hip hip hooray shout out. So good luck with the new hip. Hope it works out. And, keep on keeping on.
What I've heard is do that physical therapy.
Yeah.
Don't ease up on the physical therapy.
Yeah, don't mess around with it. Do what they tell you.
Yep.
As far as the doctors go, because what do we know? We're not doctors. They are. That's what you're paying them for.
I only play one on Google.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my shout out just goes to all the people who I work with who really pitched in this week. I had help the first 2 days, and then that person got reassigned somewhere who frankly had more need than I did. And so I was just like, oh, the only thing I need is someone to take them to lunch because that's the only time I have to eat lunch because I can't eat with the kids in the room. We're not allowed to take our masks off. So really within 5 minutes, it was like someone sent out the bat signal because I had multiple people coming into the room and volunteering to work in my room and volunteering to give up a sub they had in a certain place to put them in the room with me. And so it was really nice to know that your people are there to help
Well,
care of
and
you.
they love working in your room because they even tell you that working in your room is great. They love watching you teach. So, girl told you that today. So there you go. Because my wife is extremely good at her job.
I
She
can
doesn't.
fake
She
it
doesn't
when
like
people
it.
are watching.
She doesn't like admitting it, but y'all know.
Today was a good. I mean, today's lesson was good. Anybody could have taught that lesson. It was a good lesson. But I mean, it's my thing. I am a social emotional learner and teacher. That to me is my primary concern when it comes to little kids, 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds. And the story I read today was called Zero by Catherine Otashi. If you haven't read Catherine Otashi, she's got children's books, picture books. The first one I read of hers was called One. And that was such a good, I mean, I get the goosebumps every time I read it. Such a good story. Simple, but like really powerful. Mm-hmm. And then I saw that she also has a book called Zero and a book called Two. So I bought those. And then today I was just like, I feel like doing something social, emotional today. And so I pulled the book out and it was about zero, the number zero, and how she, when she looks at herself in the mirror, sees that she's just big and round and hollow inside and she has no value. And the other numbers are all trying to help her figure out her place. And so by the end of the story, she figures out that she brings more value to the people around her. And I don't know, like how you go telling a story about numbers to that kind of message where you just have to know how to look inside yourself in the right place to find the value. And my kids, the conversation we had, they're just amazing. We had really, really great conversation. And that's what. What? You don't like that story? I've never read that story to you. How would you even know if you didn't like it or not? Why? Would you like me to read it to you?
Want me to let you down?
Listen, you bark one time if you want me to read it to you. That wasn't a bark. That was a growl. Try again. Okay. I'll read it to you. I will. I'll bring it home and we'll have story time, okay? So Daddy's going to let you go so you can figure out what it is that's really bothering you. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. She was seriously offended by that. And then we're going to get the... Oh, Tilly. Daddy's coming, Tilly. Oh, now she's over here barking. Stop, please. Stop. Get your little reindeer and be happy.
All right, I'll let you out. Go on. Well, then we'll make up your mind. What do you want?
She wants you to hold her again.
She's crazy.
She's crazy. Yeah. So, anyway, there's that. There's our shout outs. And so now let's do our one last thing.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about what to talk about. We were, I don't know how we got on the subject, but we were talking about codependency. And you see a lot on TV where they talk about codependency being a bad thing. For us, I think it's a healthy thing. I think not only is it healthy, it works great for us.
We have a healthy codependency. And that's what we're going to go with, right? Yeah. Well, so this is how it started, though. I was on the phone with Robin, and we were talking, and I was in the bedroom, and Kevin got off. You were on a break. Mm-hmm. And he works from home, so he's here. And he came in the bedroom because when he gets off work, the first thing he does is he looks to see where I am. Because I'm always home. I'm just always home. And so he came in the room and he just kind of stood there and, you know, I was like, oh.
I wasn't being creepy or anything.
No, but it was funny because I'm like, he just had to make sure that I was okay. And we were just talking about, you know, that being like a codependence. Like you just always are seeking out that other person to make things okay.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, like, living here, and this, you know, has been my home for a long time. And when we got married and when we moved in here together, I don't feel like I'm really all here unless you're here.
Yeah.
So, like, when I see you finish your shift and you come in, like, something inside me just is like, okay, you know, like, Kevin's off work. I don't know. It's... And I am very dependent on Kevin. Not even codependent, but like dependent.
She doesn't realize that I depend on her too. Because first of all, back before I met her, my philosophy was they don't mean it until they turn it off. You know, electricity, water, whatever. Or for a while it was they didn't mean it until it was pink. They sent it to you in pink, and then if they turned it off, they really meant it. So that kind of stuff. The fact that I never went to the doctor before.
I've had pink notices in the mail before too.
Well,
it's like I've never had that. Not that I've never had that, but the doctor thing for both of us.
Yeah, that's where we both have really stepped up for each other, because
even our doctor said the last time we were there, he's like, if you can manage to bring yourself here without Kevin to get your blood drawn, we just do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
I'd rather be spending time with Kevin than doing almost anything else. So,
same with me.
And so I'm sure that like people think, oh my gosh, they're always together. It's just, we're happy together.
Yeah.
And so that's why we say it's kind of a healthy codependence for us.
And we our personalities mesh real well because we're not the same. They're the things that we're completely opposite on work well together. Like she plans and plans and plans, like plans. She's a planner. And
I'm an obsessive planner.
And if something goes wrong with the plan, she kind of doesn't do well with that. Where me, I just make shit up as I go along. I've always made shit up as I go along. And when stuff happens, I just roll with it. So when something goes wrong with the plan, I'm usually like, all right, well, this is what we're doing now, and it works. It really works for us. So, when it comes to doing stuff on the fly or whatever, that's all me. When it comes to, well, baby, let's think about going on
I am a think
trip.
Ahead person.
And she does all the work. She gets the reservations to the hotel.
I don't like surprises.
Yeah.
I really don't. I like to know what I'm walking into or whatever.
And it works. It really works.
But
because
also,
if something goes wrong, I'm able to, work it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we wouldn't have been in the spot without you planning there. And,
I see that.
Yeah. Neither one of us can do anything about the dog bark.
Kevin tried this little trip. He goes, zip, and then she doesn't care about that either.
Yeah.
Tilly.
Thanks, sees Milan.
She's just barking at the neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
she's protecting us from.
we're different in a lot of other ways too.
Yeah.
We're both kind of laid back and we don't take things so seriously, but like when you talk about social issues or you talk about politics or you talk about, we have a lot of the same values, but then we have some
a little bit more hardcore.
He's way more hardcore. Let's just put it out there.
Taxation is theft.
There have been many days we've been on the way to work and I've been so frustrated with him that I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. We don't want to talk to you about this anymore. We're going to just, because he just can't say, I understand where you're coming from. He always comes back with something. It drives me crazy. Whereas I'm kind of like, try to be the peace person and I can see every side of an issue. That doesn't happen with Kevin very much. But we definitely do speak each other's love languages. I am more of a like service related, like doing the laundry or making the bed or making sure things are put away. And you are more of the like shows of affection and that kind of thing. But it works.
Got my hand on her butt right now.
No, you don't. But it works for us anyway. Thinking about what? What did you say?
I said, yeah, I do.
I don't know. I don't like to think about it too much because then you always go to what's going to happen if I just don't have him there. And that's, I think, where the codependence isn't healthy because, you still have to be able to function in your life should something happen. Yeah. So, but for now, we're just going to go with it. And I'm going to declare it a good thing in our case.
I declare it a good thing. It's definitely a good thing.
It's not really a codependent. It's a partnership.
Yeah.
It's a definite partnership. Which any marriage should be a partnership.
But our differences are actually kind of a strength in our relationship because the things that we're different about work well off of each other.
If we were too much alike, we'd both be in jail right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
You put my Irish temper with his hardcore belief system.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
bad.
it would be really bad. So he pulls me back and then I pull him back, and that just is how we are. So
there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Now
well,
she let that car roll by and didn't bark at it.
I don't know her thought process. Tilly's love language is protecting us from things like the outside world and
everything.
We got a new. The other thing we got just to flashback to the beginning here. We got a new hamper because the enemy, one of the enemies,
we've talked about that.
The
she
hamper.
attacks the hamper.
So we finally just went ahead and bought a new hamper. She doesn't bark at it, and it's been sitting in front of our closet for days now, and she's been okay with it. So it was.
We're
a good
slowly
purchase.
weeding out the enemies.
Yeah. Some of the enemies can't go away. The vacuum cleaner's not going anywhere. The grabby's not going anywhere because my arms aren't that freakishly long.
Yeah, she even agrees.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to us again this week. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen next week. We'll see.
All right.
Whatever happens, right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll come up with an hour worth of something.
Yeah, my favorite saying for the week, and I catch myself saying it all the time, and I'm even annoying myself with it, is what it is.
It is what it is. We'll figure something out. And even if we're just standing here twiddling our thumbs or something. You know. Well, we're just listening to the dog bark.
Yeah, Tilly says goodbye, too. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everybody. Turn on.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's actually better, though. Much better.
You think?
Yeah. Oof, not that. The light one. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Chats with Kelly and Kevin. This has been a great week for me anyway.
Wait, hang.
Yeah?
You're just going to jump right into your good stuff? Let's start again.
All right. We're going to start again.
We need
for the blooper reel. For reals. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Caught the alligator that ate the DeLuca boy.
Whoops.
Hey, everybody.
Hold on. What did I just say?
All right.
I said I'm going to go ahead and start, and then we'll adjust.
All right, let's adjust.
Because, look, we're not even.
We're well adjusted.
We're not even. Hold on.
No, we are not even.
No. Oh, it's got to come this way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. 3, 2. Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Hey, welcome to Friday Night. All right. For sure ski this time.
All right. You say, hey, everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Chats with Kevin, and I'll say with Kelly. Okay. And I'll say, hey, it's like the third week in April.
There you go.
Making our way through. Then we can just jump in all the good stuff.
3, 2.
Gooder.
Gooder.
It's gooder.
Let's do it. Let's get her done.
Yeah. Make myself look not so.
Look gorgeous, baby.
I have bedhead from sleeping on the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, haircut tomorrow. I got a haircut tomorrow.
There you go. You mentioned that.
I can mention that.
Shout out to Amy. She might get some business out of it.
Ain't nobody watching that.